was an amazing run. Oh, my brain!
Goodness me!
Oh, are you serious?
First up, from Chittenango, New York, 19-year-old Miracle Boy Dave Mirra.
For me, he was the BMX superhero. He was this, you know, larger-than-life BMX legend.
How about that for a save? He didn't mean to do that, but hey, make a trick out of it.
That's why we call him the Miracle Boy.
Anything he went to do, it was like 100% just passion.
When he wanted to compete and do well, everybody better get some popcorn, sit down, and watch the show.
I think Dave was BMX. Dave's early days, it started out like a lot of people, it was just like the love of riding bikes.
When I first met him, 1989, he was a little kid. Dave was a skinny little kid, even at 15. But when you saw him ride live, it was just like, I mean, just unlimited talent. You know, the guy was just one of the most naturally talented bike riders ever to touch a bike in the history of two wheels.
Dave Mirra, you're going out next from New York. This guy Chance, he beat out some of the top riders in the country today to get where he is now.
He just seemed like this little kind of skinny Grom kid that was like just so eager to ride and to learn, and there's a video of him doing like 7 or 8 whiplashes, and that was like his record, and he was really proud of that. Seen photos of him riding like this super skinny like backyard vert ramp, and he was just like really, really in love with BMX.
I was, at the time, one of the top 5 amateurs in the country, and I realized, whoa, I either got to step it up or be ready to get knocked down a couple notches next year. I guarantee you that 15-year-old kid is going to be smoking you by the time he grows another, you know, half an inch and puts on a little bit more muscle. Get ready, because he's going to take over.
I think he kind of took the place by storm.
Dave Mirra getting set to fly. Gravity's having a hard time holding Mirra down.
Oh my goodness, he is skying high.
I remember like Hoffman telling stories about him going like, well, like this guy is now a pro, I guess I better get used to getting second place.
To make another shelf in the trophy case, Dave Mirra is gold medalist again.
When X Games came along and it turned into this, you know, cultural event every year, that's when Dave really just took over. You know, he could win anything at any time and make it look good, and he had the personality to go along with all these cameras on him. They had a superstar.
I started riding in 1998. I used to watch Dave ride vert a lot, and I begged my mom for 9 months, please, I need the Mirra Pro. I really need the Mirra Pro. This is around the time that I would see Dave air and what he did, and I had to copy. I remember I had a full face because Dave had a full face. I could not find a Slim Jim sticker to put in the front. Yeah, it's crazy to think the influence he had.
For me, as well as like everybody else too, like paved a way. You know, like he was the guy that was a driving force. So in some ways, we all rode on Dave's coattails.
Dave Mirra gets heartfelt congratulations from Dennis McCoy and from Matt Hoffman and the gold medal here at the X Games.
And then you watch X Games 98, 99, and it's like doom, 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 like something sparked in him and he changed. He changed, and then I think he made everybody else change. He made the sport change.
He is stamping his name in gold. The champion on the street. The champion on the vert ramp. Dave Mirra has put it away in spectacular style.
Dave in my eyes, was the first one to really think about the course as a whole and a run as a whole. And he set the standard for like, no more just huck fest. We're gonna make these complete runs and they're gonna be smooth or else you're just not gonna be able to hang.
Flowing like crazy right here, full on Mirra style. Yeah! Man, he's going haywire! Golly, Dave, easy Tiger!
By 2000, there isn't a person in the US that didn't have kids that didn't know the name Mirra.
I think Dave was able to connect action sports with the mainstream just because I think he had the right formula.
He was driven, passionate. He settled for nothing less than the best when it came to his riding.
Good-looking kid, really energetic, down to earth, humble, but he had this, intensity, and he was this competitor too. And the public, it was easy to get enamored with Dave.
All these little things, I think, is what made Dave be able to be the face of action sports. Not only BMX, I think it was all the entire realm of action sports. I think Dave saw a bigger picture than we all did. He was able to show the world what BMX was. We were real athletes, that this is a real sport. It's crazy to think the little kid from upstate New York and riding a bike, and next thing, superstar. Next thing, just legend. We are at the Daniel Dhers Action Sports Complex in Holly Springs, North Carolina. Most of these ramps came from Dave Mirra's Animal House in Greenville, North Carolina.
Yeah, like the mural, you can see it like in pieces all throughout the park. That's pretty awesome.
So since we're here with a lot of Dave's ramps, you up for some Dave-inspired moves? I know you got some.
I might be able to do one or two.
Don't get nervous.
You make me nervous.
Can we just call them out?
Yeah, sure.
You get it done?
Seriously, so we can just jukebox it right now? Like put a quarter in?
Show
and
me
then
what you got, bro. What you got?
Well, let's get warmed up and we'll discuss.
All right. See ya.
I'll let you call the first one.
I'm calling out flip whip. Mirra flip whip.
Straight off the bat, flip whip.
Yep.
Like a big
Mirra,
roll.
blaster, flip whip, front wheel smooth.
Yeah. Daniel, flip whip.
All right.
Here it is.
Nice.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
Daniel. What else do you want to call out?
I always thought it was rad. Like Mirra did the first no-handed 7.
All super smooth, not all herky-jerky.
Just and hands off like in total Mirra style. So
Love it.
Daniel, no-handed 7. Tuck no-handed 7.
All right.
Oh,
Nice.
dang. Oh, like hands off for sure. He gets like more inverted than David did, but like
Little cork.
definitely clean.
Worked out.
Nice,
Yeah,
dude.
thank you,
Nice. That
Daniel.
was
Thank you.
awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
How about I got the next trick?
Okay, that's fair enough. We kind of called out a couple
Yeah,
for you.
your turn.
I always liked no foot can to tail repair.
Love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Love this trick. Nice,
Yeah.
Daniel.
That's so sick. She was just sniff at a can, then it's
Right
like
onto
2
the
separate
pedal.
trips. And
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dude, that was rad.
Thank you.
Yeah, Daniel.
Yeah.
Dave would have been proud, and then he probably would have been like, hey, pay me because those are my tricks. You owe me royalties.
Also, that was pretty cool, but I went higher.
He would have probably broken out the videotape and be like, see, this is like you're at 6 and I'm at 8, so.
Really cool to see it on parts of Dave's setup too. It's a little bit heavy to watch, but it's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Thanks,
definitely
Daniel.
fitting.
Yeah, well, I think at the end of the day, it's the least we could do for him. So, thank you, Dave.
Yeah. Thanks, Dave. Dave had the eye of the tiger when it was contest time, when it was go time.
Early 2000s, late 90s, it was almost like people were battling for second and third when Dave was on the ramp. It wasn't really like a question of, if Dave was going to win. It was going to be like when and how many times.
By far, not even a close margin, the most competitive person I've ever met.
When he wanted to compete and do well, everybody better get some popcorn, sit down, and watch the show.
Man, they have come to see Dave Mirra.
Oh my goodness, he is skying high.
Mirra is on fire once again.
He looks like a champion.
One X Games, he won 3 gold medals. It was park, vert, and then him and Dennis McCoy rode vert doubles, and they won the gold.
Dave Mirra, he makes it look so easy.
Beat back. My goodness.
There's your gold medalist right there.
1998 is the year that I started riding, and it's the first year I watch X Games. And I see Mirra just won park, and then I watch the vert run, and he wins vert, and then they go into vert doubles, and he wins vert doubles, and you know, there's this entire hype, and I remember like, dude, Dave is insane.
That's impressive. It's impressive just because to do 3 events at one X Games, it's hard. I would say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Dave just walked away with gold medals all the time. Dave's double flip was, it was a pretty strong moment for BMX and X Games.
It was definitely one of those holy grail tricks that all the top pros had in their mind at the time. And that's what Dave really built his career on, was biggest tricks, most difficult tricks in the sport.
Once you were watching the event, it was like, yeah, he might do it, he might do it. You see the big box in the middle, it's like, this might actually happen.
I think BMX really wanted the Tony Hawk 900 moment. Who better to do that than our superstar, or you know, our superhero?
I think everybody's just kind of holding their breath, like when you know something's about to happen like that.
Oh man, to the box.
You just saw him torque, and it was just like, whew, 1, and then 2.
There it is! Oh, that never ceases to amaze me, I tell you what.
Incredible, Dave Mirra.
And because I'm behind, I missed the landing. It looks good. It became very obvious very quick with the cheers and like people freaking out like that he pulled it, and then you see him, for me, I saw him just pop up and like hit the wall ride, and I was just like,
Oh my God!
And when he did it, you know, as a kid, I was like, that's it, it's over. Like, he just shut down BMX completely.
Dave did one of these holy grail tricks on the biggest platform in BMX. Game changer.
I cannot think of another moment in BMX history that could say this trick changed BMX as a double flip. The double flip is a staple in BMX and will forever be remembered as one of the best tricks ever executed.
As an announcer, you sort of knew, well, he was favored. Every time he rode, he was favored. You know, you got a smile on your face when, okay, Mirra's up, this is gonna be good.
Whoa! How about that for a save? He didn't mean to do that, but hey, make a trick out of it.
the flip up over the spine to the quick swerve to the right, tail tap. I don't know how his tires held. It must have been on the very last tread because he just popped up. I can only smile because that was an event where I was like, I thought I was actually gonna win.
People call him the miracle boy for a reason. I know people always wonder why.
No one else on the planet could have saved that. There's just no question. That was as big as any trick Dave had ever done on purpose, because every BMXer that knows, like, that's impossible. That did not just happen.
As soon as I saw him do that, I was like, second place. It was just like classic Mirra. You know, he had the nickname Miracle Boy, and that was like one of his miracles is that he made that work.
We just started calling him the Miracle Boy because he could save anything. It was a miracle.
That's why we call him the Miracle Boy.
The amount of X Games medals he has, or gold medals specifically, it's an easy way to tell you how competitive he was, how intense he was, his overall dominance for a long period of time. You know, he wasn't the top guy for just a couple years. It was a whole generation.
He did park and he did vert, and he was able to dominate both at the same time.
It was just like, this guy's unstoppable, you know? So to have that kind of dominance in two different disciplines.
Oh! He landed with his bars backwards!
Just an absolutely fabulous ride by Dave Mirra.
It's rare, you know, it really is rare.
Any champion in any sport that has the results list like Dave has, I mean, they're just these 1 in a billion people that have this mentality that's just gonna drive them. And he had the skill and athleticism to back it up. BMX will never see anything like Dave again.
I know with myself is that, you know, it was something where you started small, you started out riding, and you just kept taking things to another level, pushing limits. Being out there every day and finding out what's possible and then just taking it to the next level. I guess it's more than just a hobby, it's a lifestyle, it's a part of you. And you know, whether you're competing or just riding because you want to ride, I think we're all driven by the same. It's testing yourself and challenges. I mean, challenges are there every single day. It just depends on what you want to put into it on a daily basis. Although it is an individual sport, it works a lot better when you ride with friends that you have a good time with. It's pretty cool on a daily basis. What you get out of it, you're smiling. How long I've been riding my bike and how long it's taken me to get this far, and it's worth it. If you like something, work at it. No matter what anybody says. Believe in yourself and do it, you know? And I did something I love to do. I did it all in that arena. The memories that I have and the things I've learned through what I do, you know, on and off the bike, it's been priceless.
Dave's legacy in BMX, that's really tough. It hasn't been that long at the time of filming since we lost Dave. To me, I need time to breathe to figure out what that is. It may be a little too soon for me to answer, but the easy answer was he changed BMX.
I think Dave's legacy is that, you know, dreams can come true. I think he opened the door for us to live the lives we live today. He also showed us that you can live a good life by doing what you love.
I don't know if you could put it in words. Honestly, it's a moment in time I was fortunate enough to live through and see how he really grew the sport, you know. We're all fortunate, and we should all be very thankful that he was there and he was the guy to do it, because, you know, if there was somebody less consistent or less driven, like, who knows how it would have played out, but we had Dave.
Any new athlete that goes in today, we'll never meet him. But they're there because of him. We have made it this far because of him.
He's still inspiring people. You know, it's like with all this footage reemerging and people like really learning about him, it's like the dude's still an inspiration and he still is able to affect people. And so that's what I'm choosing to use my energy for, is just to like say, hey man, like the guy was amazing. Who knows if there be anybody ever like him again? You know, like he did so many cool things and inspired so many people. And so that's what I want people to remember.
Dave as a rider will be remembered. Dave's tricks will definitely be remembered. Anytime we sit anywhere in the world and we talk about a trick, it's like, yeah, but Dave did it higher. Yeah, but Dave did it better. So I think his legacy encompassed more than just his medals and just riding his bike. He encompassed progression. And I think anytime people progress a trick, they will think of Dave.
Nobody rides like that. I mean, it's almost like a lost art. The way Dave would ride and flow a ramp and just blast it and these tricks and how dialed he was, like, it's just, nobody's been able to emulate that. And I don't see anybody coming up anytime soon that will. When Dave left us, like that style of riding, like that he had, kind of left us too.
Personally, how I remember Dave, he was one of the most inspiring people I ever met, knew, was a fan of, got to watch, got to see him grow up. I want to remember him for what he did and all the positive things without judgment. And to me, that's the most important part, is without judgment. Dave left a mark on this planet like few people ever do or will in the future, and all of it is really good.
Wherever we go from now, wherever we move forward to, is because of him. He had a vision, he had a passion, he had a dream, and he made it true, man. He made it come true, and he was not a selfish person. He did not keep this to himself. He was able to make this happen for everybody. And I think that's why Dave was Dave Mirra. He was a great athlete, a great rider, but the best of all, he was a great person.
If I was able to somehow tell Dave, like, or let him know how much he impacted the world, you know, like not just the sport of BMX, but like the entire world. Like, I mean, it's unfortunate that you don't really know how important people are until they're gone. But with Dave and his passing, like, you really saw like the entire world like kind of coming together to like celebrate this guy's life. Yeah, I'd love to share that with him because I think it would have showed him how important he was to all of us.
I would just say thank you. You know, personally, thank you for being a great friend. On behalf of BMX, thank you for everything you've done for BMX and for being the ambassador that you have. It would not be where it is today without you, and we're eternally grateful for that and for continuing to play that role as a, you know, great ambassador for BMX and just being a great human being.
I think if I could say something to Dave, it's just thanks for everything. Seriously, you know, we live the life we live today thanks to you. You know, you have taught me a lot on my bike. You taught me a lot off my bike, and I will miss you. I will miss you, and I will ride for you for sure. And whatever I'll do from now on is about progression. It's about change and how we can make things better. And you know, thanks for everything, for sure.